Last year, I was able to make about $20,000 to $30,000 a month as a closer. And no, I'm not going to try to sell you anything in this video, but I do want to call your attention to something. This space is completely flooded with people selling courses who've never actually made any money online closing. Like, they'll show you screenshots, they'll talk about their $100,000 months, but really, they made their money from selling and teaching it rather than actually doing it. I know it because I've been in their offers. And the truth is, hitting 10K per month as a remote sales rep doesn't just take a laptop and Wi-Fi connection. I've been in the space for years, and honestly, I can tell you within just 2 minutes of talking with someone if they're actually going to make it or not. So if you clicked on this video because you're sick and tired of the guru BS and you're wondering whether remote sales is a valid vehicle for you to hit 10K per month, I'm going to break it down in just a second. Alright, it's Luke McNaughton here, and in case you don't know me, I dropped out of college at 19, learned HigHt Ticket SaLes, and helped scale a company from 8K to 400K per month. Now I teach people how to make 10K plus per month online so they never have to live on someone else's terms again. If you're tired of the traditional path like I was, you're in the right place. So who is remote HigHt Ticket sales actually for? First of all, it doesn't matter if you're introverted, extroverted, whatever, but you have to be willing to work on yourself. Because sales isn't just about making money, it's a self-improvement vehicle. If you're not willing to improve and work on yourself, you're not going to make it. So here's what you actually need. First of all, you need to be goal-oriented and resilient. You're going to get rejected a lot. Prospects are going to hang up on you. Prospects are going to ghost you. They're going to tell you no 50 times before you get a yes. If you can't handle that, this isn't for you. You need to be self-motivated and disciplined. Most of HigHt Ticket sales is remote. You're not in an office with a boss watching over you. You're in your apartment or traveling or working from wherever. So if you're the type of person who needs someone looking over you to get your work done, you're going to struggle. You need to be the type of person who can make 200 calls even when you don't feel like it. Who can take that last closing call at 8 p.m. on a Friday, even when your friends are going out. You need to be a good listener and problem solver. Sales isn't about talking, it's about listening. It's about understanding your prospect's problems and showing how your offer solves them. If you just want to pitch and talk about yourself the whole time, you're gonna fail. Now, here's who it's not for. If you hate talking to people on the phone, I mean genuinely hate it, not just I'm nervous about this, then this probably isn't for you. Because even if you're an introvert, you can work on that. But if you have no interest in improving, you're probably gonna quit. If pressure crushes you, or you can't handle stress, this is also not for you. If you lack belief in yourself or what you're selling, you're not gonna make it. And if you're stubborn, if you think you already know everything and you're not willing to learn, you're done before you start. So that's the reality. Sales rewards people who are willing to work on themselves. And if that's you, keep watching. Alright, so now that we've covered who this is actually for, let me answer some of the questions that I've been getting from you guys. And these are real questions that you guys have asked me, and I'm going to give you real straight up answers. So what if I'm not actually special? Well, you're probably not, and that's fine. Being special or gifted doesn't really determine if you succeed in sales. And honestly, it doesn't really determine if you succeed at anything in life. Like, obviously we see a few highly special and successful people, but that's not really the reality of most successful people. Usually it's just they show up every day, put in the work, will actively work on themselves and improve, and they learn from their mistakes. So if you're worried about that, stop worrying. To put it blunt, you're probably not special, and neither am I. That doesn't really determine if you hit 10K per month or more in sales. Just show up, do the work, and keep on moving and stay consistent. Do you need a certain personality to thrive in sales? Can introverts actually be good closers? No, you don't need a certain personality to thrive in sales. I've seen extroverts crush it. I've seen introverts do well. I've seen analytical or creative people perform excellent. And honestly, different personality types perform well for different reasons. Extroverts, because they love talking to people, their energy's high, they feel very natural in that conversation. Introverts, on the other hand, they're better listeners. They're happy having a prospect talk. They enjoy asking questions and being more curious because they want the prospect to keep talking. And honestly, the best is a combination of both or all of them. And it's really at that point where you can talk with a bunch of different prospects that also have different personality styles themselves. So if you're an introvert and you don't think you can be good in sales, or you're worried about that, you're wrong. Introverts can do really well. But no matter where you're at, you need to be able to work on yourself. You need to be willing to improve, because you are going to be taking calls. You are going to get rejected. You are going to have to go outside your comfort zone. No matter what your comfort zone is, you're going to have to go outside of it. If you're comfortable getting outside your comfort zone and really making those improvements and doing that, you're going to do just fine. Okay, what if I go all in and fail? How do I know sales isn't just going to be another thing I quit? Well, both of these are rooted in the same thing: fear. So let's break it down. What if I go all in and fail? Then you fail. Like, I don't know what else to tell you. That's the risk with anything. You could go all in on becoming a doctor, building a business, and you might fail. You might fail if you go all in on anything in life. But to be honest, you never know until you try. And for me, in my opinion, the opportunity to be massively successful, make a lot of money, to become a better person, and honestly, I guess, help other people if you're on a really good offer that you believe in, 100% worth the risk of failing. Even one of those is worth the risk of failing. So you never know until you go, but it's always a risk with anything in life. Okay, so how do I know sales isn't just another thing I'm gonna quit? Well, to be honest with you, you don't. That is completely up to you. But I can only talk for myself. I had tried so many different things before sales, multiple different businesses in different models and different niches, and they were way too much for me at the time. And I was trying to learn so many different skills at once: running ads, creating VSLs, different scripts, managing teams, how to deal with customer service and fulfillment. Way too much, way too many skills. I didn't know how to proceed. I didn't know what the next step was going to be. I didn't know how to move forward. And so for me, I kept getting stuck and I would quit. And I hate saying that, but it was true. I kept doing it. So sales, and why I was able to stick with it, was because it was one skill. That was all I had to worry about. Learning one thing, mastering one thing. It was a straight line process. I knew how to move forward. I knew how to progress. And I saw it visually by me getting on better offers, by me making more money, all of that. So in simple, it is completely up to you. If you're worried about quitting, just don't quit. It's one skill that you have to focus on. Just don't do it. And I know that sounds way too simplistic, because I could have told myself that about many different business models I tried. But again, those were much more overcomplicated. And this is just one thing that you got to focus on. So if you stick in it long enough, you will eventually succeed. That's how it works. Am I too late compared to the other people my age? Am I behind? No, you're not behind. You're not late. Instagram, TikTok, social media, it's all curated. It's shifted our perspective and our reality or baseline of what we think we should be doing at our age. Most of it isn't true. It's people take the top 5% or 1% of their life and show it on social media. The 22-year-old driving around with a Lamborghini. You don't know if that's real. You don't know if he's in debt or how he got that. You don't know if he's actually making money or just flexing for the camera. And even if it is real, so what? People had their first big hit at 50. People have had their first breakthrough at 40 or 60 and have been told no hundreds of times before that, but they kept going. So you're not late, but you do have to get started. You've got to make a move. You've got to take action, because if you keep staying in the same spot and you keep comparing yourself to other people, while they are making moves, because there are people who are out there working, then you will be behind. When it gets later on and later on, the more that you stay still and the more that other people work, yeah, they're going to be moving more than you. They're going to be going ahead of you. I'm not going to lie to you about that. But right now, you're not behind. You just need to actually start. You need to take action. And time does matter. The clock is ticking, but not in the way that you think. It's not because you're behind other people that you've compared yourself to. Alright, so that's that. Look, if you're watching this, still sitting on the sidelines, wondering what to do, or jumping between a bunch of things like we were talking about, while everyone else is actually making moves, I put a link in the description. And I'm not trying to be harsh here, but every month you stay in the exact same spot, you're losing money. And I'm not just talking about the money going out, but the money that you're not bringing in. That's the real cost. The link isn't some $5,000 course or a 2-hour pitch disguised as a webinar. It's me explaining exactly how I can help you get placed in a high-ticket sales role so you can start making actual money. You don't have to click it, but if you're tired of wasting time while others are making $20,000 to $30,000 a month, like clockwork, it's there for you. And that's all for this video. If you got value, hit the like button. It genuinely helps push it out to other people who need it also. Drop a comment with any questions or what you want me to cover in the next video, and hit subscribe if you want more real content about breaking into sales and building actual freedom. I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you in the next one.